enrollment is underway for the Florida Prepaid program, starting at just $29 per month. Shannon Smith is with the College Savings Plans, and she's here to give us some helpful information. So welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Yeah, this can be so stressful for families, for students, for their parents, and many families, they feel priced out of higher education. What does Florida Prepaid do to help?
Well, we allow families with our prepaid plans to lock in today's prices to cover tuition in the future. So I like to tell families that it basically makes you inflation proof. The prices that you lock in this year, starting at $29 a month, our plans, is the same price you're going to pay every month until it's time for them to go to college. And you don't have to worry about how much tuition actually is by the time they get there because you're covered under your plan coverage.
Yeah, and I know things are constantly changing. So what are some new options, some new things that we need to be aware of for this year, 2026?
Yes, so we have a new plan structure that is giving people simplicity and affordability. We have one prepaid plan covering tuition, and you can stack that. You could do 1 year if that's what you can afford, or you could stack up to 4 to cover all 4 years of university coverage. And the thing about those plans is they're flexible. If you have a 1-year plan for 30 credit hours of university, it's actually going to go a little further if they go to a state college, and it's going to go even further if they choose a trade or technical education.
Okay, and then there's a plan or something that covers, living, dormitories.
We do. We have a prepaid dorm plan, which is becoming increasingly popular. We all know that housing is getting incredibly expensive. And so this plan allows you to purchase that, again, in 1-year increments to cover their housing. And so no matter how much it costs by the time they get there, you're covered because you have that 1, 2, 3, 4 years covered, whatever you decide to purchase.
Okay, so there's a new tool I want to ask you about. It's the Plan Builder tool.
Yes.
What is that and how does it work?
Yes, we love this new tool. It's on our website, which is also new. And so it allows you to go in and it's going to just kind of prompt you through some questions. And it's going to say, what's the age of the child? What is your budget? Do you want to spend 50 or less a month? Do you want to spend 100, 150? And then based on that budget and your risk aversion, right? Or do you want something that's guaranteed, the same payment every month? Or are you a little open to just maybe some investment? We are going to give you a recommended strategy to save for college. And it's going to say, if you were to invest this each month, either in this plan or this plan, you are going to have this much saved toward college by the time they go. And I think it allows people to see how far their money can go when they save a little bit at a time consistently.
Yeah, I think a lot of people wonder, this is Florida Prepaid, but what if my child, she's a baby, what if she or he wants to go out of state or wants to go to a private college or university?
The great thing about our plans is that they're flexible. We know that you don't know what a toddler is going to want to be when they grow up. You're not supposed to know yet, right? But we also make them so that you can use the value of your plan at a private school, in-state or out, at a public institution, in-state or out. The value of your plan would simply be applied to whatever scenario they actually attend.
Yeah. What does it mean that, the tuition and that the Florida Prepaid program is guaranteed by the state?
So this means, effectively, the price of your plan is based on a few factors, right? And so if we, for example, misforecast how much tuition actually goes up, okay, the gap between what you've purchased and what the tuition actually is falls on Florida Prepaid. You are never going to be asked to pay more than what you signed up for when you signed up. And so that's wonderful because we all know that, over 16 years, if you have a toddler, for example, a lot can change. Our guarantee is that the state of Florida will cover that no matter what.
Yeah, such a great program. Yeah. And where can we go to find out more information if we're interested in this?
MyFloridaPrepaid.com is the website. You can enroll directly there in about 15 minutes. You can even enroll now from your mobile phone. We've made it very easy.
I know you always make it so easy for us. Well, thank you so much. Great tips. Very helpful information. Thank you.
Thank you.